Hello everyone, this is Hachiri, and we're back in FTB Interactions. Now, today's going to be more of a Let's Play episode. We're going to work on a few things today. We're going to work on finishing up the ore system. As you see, I've moved the blast furnace and freezer over here from way over there. And we're going to get these hooked up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start building the core of our AE system and getting the PDP network stuff in place, and kind of go over how the PDP network works. Another thing is we got a network visualization tool that Severin added in at my request, and thanks very much for that. Now currently there is no recipe for this, not natively. Apparently, it doesn't exist in the mod. A default recipe doesn't. So what I ended up doing is I put in a ticket on the interactions issues, and I created a craft tweaker recipe for it, and I put that in that ticket. So if you go to the FTB GitHub issues, you'll see the ticket I put in there, and you'll see a zip file with the craft tweaker recipe for this. All right. If you want to see what I made the recipe into, it's pretty simple. You know, a little bit of soldering alloy, some lithium, a few circuits, you know, standard parts that you'd expect for something like this. And this tool basically lets us visualize what our network looks like. This will be very useful when dealing with the P2P network. And if you take a look, like, we can clear it, and we can right click once it's cleared, and we can change what the cables look like, what the P2P, different types of P2P look like, and we can change our rendering options, and make it show connections, P2P links, like small channel labels, highlight inactive buses, etc. We can change all those, and then if we were to right click a controller, it gives us the network for that controller. Okay. If we right click a huge controller hub, it will show that network. But that's what that does. Another thing that we have done is I upgraded this to Elite. It was a bit slow, to be honest, and I am also working currently on it looks like it might have finished, actually. I'm working on getting some signalum made because I am all out of signalum cables. So we got quite a bit going on here. That's 9, and we're gonna get it all fitted in there. I believe I need some redstone for this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And we're just gonna swap out like 3 of these here, because this needs to be 3 to 1. Coolio. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we got going on today. Nothing horrible. It's 4 redstone per one, and I got 5 stacks of this to go through. So if we whip out our calculator and start doing math, 5 times 64 times 4 divided by 64. 20 stacks of redstone. That we gotta liquefy. All right, there's 9. You turn off. Very good. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we're going to be working on today. We're going to finish the ore system, and then we're going to get our massive network started for AE. Now, while we're at it, I guess I can kind of give an explanation today of how P2P networks work as well. We're basically going to be having a massive subnetwork is what we're going to be building that connects all of the channels in the core to various locations throughout the place. It's going to be large. It's going to look intimidating. It's going to be stupid crazy, like why the flark would you even do this crazy? But that's what we're going to do. Now, I said I was going to wait on the last controller until we do a recording for this. So here we go. We're going over here, and now hopefully let's do an inspection first. Just in case Hakera hecked it. It looks like he didn't. So, toss that in there. And we got our last controller. And there we go. We have officially started the thing. The other thing I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually move the core a little bit lower in the hole there in the maintenance area. But, well, we'll get to that. Now, another thing that kind of made me chuckle when I saw this is that they redid the rewards. And, we're getting more controllers. So we have more controllers than we know what to do with. Make sure there's no more in here. Alright, that's it. And we're going to start building our core. So we'll have to go through here, go into the maintenance hatch. I really need to build a way into here, and I think I'll do that later. But I was thinking about this and looking at the size and how much space is here and how much is going to go through. And I think I want to add like two more blocks of space, I think. I think that's what I want to do. So we're going to mine all this out. And was this the center of it? Well, I guess this pretty much was the center. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go out 2 down all the way around. And if and then build it, and basically we'll worry about our other side here, the other end, later after we've dug out most of this. We're just gonna put the P2P stuff on the top today. But this maintenance corridor, we're gonna have to hollow out a good portion of this. Although now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. Because I normally go on the inside through the bottom, so I may still end up drilling a little bit. What is this orb thing? I've been Hakara'd. Alright. Looks like I'm missing some blocks too. I don't know what happened to that, but that's whatever. I'm gonna laugh if my math about this entire thing was wrong and I've made like double the controllers that I actually need. I think that would be hilarious. All right, and that's our controller. And sure enough, I made double the controllers I needed. My math was horribly off. Horribly off. All right, so over at Hotch's Base, controllers are on sale. Come and get your own. Get them while they're hot. All right, you know what? I'm gonna actually build a little maintenance tunnel around this thing. And all right, so that's that. And then let's do that. Let's do about 3 outside all the way around. Is that right? Yeah. And I'm gonna probably break the controller. I think I did, actually. Yeah, it looks like I did. Oh, it looks like I broke something else. Let's trash some of these. Don't need you. Don't want you. You'll take. Don't need you. Don't want you. And close that back up. What else was destroyed? I have 2 more here and I don't know why. Alright. Oh, you know what? Looking at this, it might have been a placer here and here. Yeah, okay. And you belong right there. So clear this out. Alright, so that kind of gives us a little space around the core. Excellent. Let's put all this excess stuff away, and I need a way up from here, so let's just put a hole right here so we can get down. I am gonna need at minimal 6. I may use 12. All right. Now we just need our PTP, which I probably made too much of that as well. Now that I know that I made too much of the other one. And we're gonna need a few other things. So we got those. What else do I need? let's take a power cell. And I know I'm going to need a lot of cabling with this as well. I'm going to want smart cables. So let's do... Let's do this. Got the battery. Let's grab dense cables. We'll grab smart cables. Put you in here, you can go in here. And we're gonna put some of these away because we don't need these right now. Don't need you on me, don't need you on me. All right. And then we're going to make more dense smart cables. Up. And smart. We'll just make more smart cables. That's great. I need flux. That's what I want right there. And we'll go through these. We're also going to need some dye. We have currently about 4 colors to choose from. Do I have any dandelion yellow? No. Not even in here? Ah, there we go. We'll throw all these in here as well. These dyes will be very, very important. Because we'll need them to color code our cables. Because we will be color coding cables on this. All right, so for the first one, let's see, dye. Let's do red, orange, light blue, and yellow. And this will be our first cluster of 32 that we'll need. And what I'll do is we'll just get these all made right now. And I'll start out with just 8 of them. We may use more than 8. We may use less than 8. You never know. You pay your money and you take your chances. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get all of these P2Ps in place. And that's going to essentially give us our channels for our network. And this is kind of a bit of a long drawn out process, which is why initially I'm only going to do these ones, okay? I'm not going to do any more than these ones initially. We'll do the other sides eventually, yeah, but for right now, we're just going to focus on one side. And then we'll add in all the others later, okay? Now, one thing I am going to do, and I'm going to do that now, is I am going to have some colored dense cable. And I think I'm going to dye it. I'll do it lapis blue. Now, what this cable is going to be used for is for power. And I'm going to need one other thing. Now, think about it. I am going to need a power thing. App power. Now, I know I have... I actually already have an energy acceptor. But we will continue through this and go from there. We'll continue through this and go from there. And I see we have a few people like talking to me, and I'm not even looking at it. So I apologize. I apologize for that. I did turn on the chat. Hello, Brim. Hello, Eve. Yeah, I was totally focused on the recording and was not paying attention to the chat whatsoever. So that is on me. You guys can punish me for that later. I'm sure. I'm sure you will. Is there AE2 stuff wireless transmitters in this? There is not wireless transmitters. Okay. There is not wireless transmitters, unfortunately. AE2 stuff is actually an outdated mod, believe it or not. It hasn't been updated in years. And it currently is not in the pack. Now, what I did get into the pack is the AE2 network visualizer right here. I did convince them to add this. This is a much more advanced version of the network visualizer from AE2 stuff. But yeah, it's unfortunately wireless network stuff's not in here. There is, the standard AE2 wireless network, but I don't think there might be interdimensional. Let me see if there's wireless crafting. That'd be nice. Wireless craft. Oh yeah, there is a wireless crafting terminal that can be built. So that is something. But yeah, we're gonna need a power tap. And do I happen to have a Spectre coil laying around? What? No Spectre coil. You know what? We're just gonna steal one. Because I have a construct over here that I am putting off on breaking down. I really do need to rip this all out, and I haven't done so because I'm a horrible person. And where'd it go? Where did the Spectre coil go? Am I desynced or something? Like, where'd my Spectre coil go? let's log in. Let's find out. No spectre coil, and no spectre coil on there, and no spectre coil there. Oh, come on! Well, this game owes me a spectre coil. But we'll deal with it later. I'm gonna try this again, and we're gonna use a completely different pickaxe. And that one worked just fine. So why the flark did this one disappear and the other... Whatever. I think something with... I think this destroyed it for some reason. Like, I don't know what that does and why it moves like that, but I think it actually destroyed it. Alright, so getting power to the core, you basically have to select one of these. Add a dense cable to, okay? And essentially what you'll end up having is something akin to this on the bottom. So you'll have a different network going through here and collecting this particular one. And then what we'll have is a power source there. You know, a battery, just to keep a little bit of power. Our plug. And our spectre coil. Now, this should power this. And it's not. Why? Alright, we're gonna check something else out on this. Another little quirk. Do I have any quartz cable here? Just straight quartz cable? No. Alright. I do have a Certus quartz though. I want to see if it's enforcing there to be a glass cable between them, because it sometimes does that. And there you are. All right, we got a little of this. Now, let's see if it requires... Wow, that is so fail. Alright. Alrighty, let's try one other thing. Okay, you link. Still no power. Can I just put you on this? No. So why are you not working? Why are you not powering? Do I really need to do something like that? If I do, I'm going to be annoyed. Ender IO. Power buffer. Alright, so I need iron plates. And do I have a capacitor? Because I know it's going to ask for a flacking capacitor. No, I do not. Alright. So we're going to make a capacitor. Do I have any transistors? No. Don't have that either. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Wire. Alright. So, get that going. Do I have steel plate at least? Oh, well, at least I have that. Okay. What is the transistors required to make? Okay, it's crafted. That's fine. We also need to stabilize redstone for this. And I'm going to need at least one. So we'll make one. But not before I move this to here. Oh wow, you still got that much to do. Alright, so we're gonna just grab one of those, and then I'm gonna kind of grab this and temporarily use one to make a thing. So let's do this. So we got those made, and oh, let's take them. I'm actually gonna just make both of them red. So we'll take one more of this and add it to the thing. And then I need infinity dust. And I need inventory. Just throw you in here for now. Alright, that'll make those. Throw you right there. Oh, you got a liquid in you, okay. There, get you back in there. You can go right there. And we'll just let that keep making. And then power. Make our power buffer. Grab one capacitor. If that ends up being what it was requiring, though, and why this whole thing hasn't been working this entire freaking time, I'm not going to be a happy guy. Not going to lie, it's going to be kind of annoying. Alright, so let's put you right back there. You like so, and you right here. Oh, right, cat. Alright, so power's going into this, but it's going nowhere. None of them are showing RF storing. So it's just doing nothing. Alright, we're going to try something different. Do you even do anything? You apparently do something. Because, you're not working. And there's no power. Now there's constant power, but there's still no power. Let's break that. Oh, and it fills up. Okay. Okay. So there is power going into it. I just don't have enough power, probably. Yeah, it flashed on for a second. We need more power. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see if we can increase this. So this looks like the highest we can do power-wise for this. Microchip tier 2. Oh, goody. All right, let's get this going. This apparently takes an insane amount of power. We're probably going to be switching this to a node, but let's go ahead and get that going. All right. Iron. So 1, 2, 3 makes 2. I need 8. So 12. Well, I was going to go over P2P stuff today, and it looks like all we're doing is finding out that no P2P stuff is going on right now. Because we're not pulling enough power out of the network to keep it going. Oh, this is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. All right, so what else am I going to need? I know I need the redstone eye. And I need 4 more destabilized redstone. So we'll just add 4 more to our Q. And then let's go ahead and get the I going. And yeah, I don't have that. That's what I thought. I should have this though. Alright, so we have the redstone eye. What else is required for the chip? And just out of curious. Yeah, I don't have any of those parts, okay. So let's do this first. And I got everything else. So let's pull this out. And then grab some redstone. It crafts. Let's put the rest of this redstone in here. Let's get our coil. Let's see if 4K is enough to power this network. If 4K isn't enough, we're on hold until we do our nodes. Looks like that's enough. We got some RF going here. Is this filling up? Oh, there it goes. It's filling up. Barely. All right. So that one is enough to power this. Wow. That is good to know. Fun times. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just basically going to make our network. Now, we're going to have to kind of count, and there will be different ways of doing this. Like that right there is 8 channels, okay? Now, if I was to, I'll have to break a couple of these because I was using the wrong color. Now, there are many different ways of doing the network. You don't necessarily have to do it the way I do. And that's another 8 channels right there. And basically, you want to keep this in bunches of 8. Where possible. That's 8 channels right there. That is 8 channels. So that right there, those 4 colors is 32 channels. And we actually have a spare ring of 8. So what I'm going to do for that spare ring of 8 is we're going to make that a different color. Probably like black or something. And then I'll connect that to another side. And we also have channels on the inside, but right now we're just gonna deal with this side for right now. All right, so this right here is essentially the very beginning of what it will look like. And what you would end up doing is you'll have this sticking out a little bit, and you will actually have another controller. And this is why I said that this power thing is annoying, because you got to power these controllers. And with me not having... Now, I know you can directly power them in others. I don't know if the Spectre coil can power them directly. We're going to test that real fast. Yeah, it gave me the Spectre coil then, and it didn't give me it last time. So I'll have to put one back in. But let's see here. Yeah, it does power it. All right, so we can add it direct, but not for this one. This one always has to have an outside source. But on this one, we can still add it direct. So that's good to know. All right, so now basically we need to get each of these connected. Now, I don't have enough of each cable. So we will kind of do it like so at the moment. And I'll go make more cable for these colors and get them attached to this. Go in the hole. All right, I need you, you, and you. All right, so that connects there. This connects here. And I forgot about this being right there. So we're just going to squirrel this one right there like so. And that gives us 32 channels into this controller that I can either go up with just a normal dense cable or otherwise. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about this is how this looks on the actual system. Because when I right click this, you see this network like here, okay? And you don't see a whole lot going on. Not yet. If I right click this one, you actually see the P2P network. So basically, we're going to have 12 subnetworks, 2 per side of this giant cube of P2P channels. And then the P2P channels will all link to the various controller sides. And when we get our actual network set up, you will actually see the channels going to every single one of these in the other networks elsewhere when it's done. And that's basically how this is going to work. Now, since I can now craft these into the way I want them to be, let's do this like so. I could go into every direction, but for right now, we're just going to go up. And from here, I will actually set up the P2P networks with that there. And taking a look, this is ore processing, so we will want a channel. Well, ore processing's below. We'll be sending a channel that way from this side for that. But yeah, we're gonna kind of hook up this, and we're gonna do it with ME cables, and essentially I'll just have this like so. And temporarily, I'm going to break this so I can get in here. And we have a P2P here, and it's unlinked. And what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be, this is probably going to, yeah. We're going to have cabling going along here. And we're going to be feeding into this. And what I'll do, I'll break this real quick. And we're gonna clear out 4 of these. And we'll make covers for this later, but we're gonna connect this to the P2P. And this is where our different channels will be, right there. And I'll extend it to this side as well, but this is what we'll have with this for right now. Now, there's one other thing we're going to need for P2P networks, and that's a memory card. So we're going to get this made real fast. Let's see what I have. I don't have any of the plates. So gold, 2. And iron. Let's put all of you away for right now, because it won't be. I might be needing them again, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So it should have made the plates. And there's our memory card. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to choose a P2P to assign to that area. So let's say I want to use this one. Okay? I've assigned it. I just come over here. I right click that, it's assigned. Now, all I need to do is add a terminal to it. And since I don't have any terminals just readily available, we're just gonna scale this one real fast and place it on there, just for now. And just like that, I have access to that network, okay? And if you take a look, you see that that's right there, okay? And it's not really showing much going on, is it? Even though it's active to this. It shows the one channel going here, but it's not really showing that this controller... That's a little weird. Normally it would show that. Let me check and see if the device is online. Device online unlinked. What do you mean you're unlinked? Device offline. Oh. It would help if you chose the right color. Alright, we'll do this one instead because I chose the wrong color. I chose one that's not set up. There we go. Now it's connected. And as you see, we have a network here. One of the cubes has 1 on it. And our subnetwork is all the way up here. Now that's basically how these P2P networks are going to work. In terms of connecting things throughout the base. Is you basically have multiple different networks. And if you take a look at this, we now have an arrow pointing to where this P2P network is connecting to. And that will let us know that this one connects to this. And that is very important information. And yeah, so that's basically the start of that. So let's steal our panel back because it's going to be a little bit before we are fully connected. And we're actually going to want to put this back on our actual storage system. But that's basically P2Ps in a nutshell. Now, trying to think of what else I want to do during this, and I'm not really sure. Like, I'm still debating how I want to do this setup, and I think I'm going to do Ordict. Not 100% certain. I'm just going to put all of this in here because there's no sense to keep that going right now. And real fast, where's the cable? There we go. Put you back where you belong. I don't know where this other 4 lathe came from. I don't remember. So we'll just put all, oh, right here. That's right. Okay. So we'll put all that away for right now. And we'll make the covers and get that set up. Get all of that done here in a little bit. But before we do any of that, we're going to finish our ore system. At least this part of it. At least that part of it. And first, I need some mineral chunks. And we'll take a stack of cables. Take that. I will want item interfaces. Wait, do I have a variable store in here? Sweet. That might be all I need. I need to make an exporter, so I'm gonna need a item translocator, I think. Let's see here. Integrated. Yeah, I don't have any importers. All right, so we need red alloy. Red. Oh, I do have a bunch of them made. And that should actually be exactly what we need for this. So that works out. That works out nicely. And you don't need any special fluid, so that is cool. Now, seeing that this requires so much RF, we are going to switch to a better system. And I may end up building a titanium diesel engine for it, because it's quite a bit. Quite a bit. All right. One's gonna be there. One's gonna be here. And I'm probably gonna want to set up another chest, I think. But this chest isn't gonna be that big. This is just gonna be a normal, everyday chest. Because this one's just going to feed into this chest, which is exporting things. So we'll have an exporter right there as well. And I'm going to want you. I'm gonna want some conduit too, but all right. So string. Does it ingot hot? Let's see, hot. It is indeed ingot hot. So that's going to be our string. Operator string starts with. All right, string starts with. I'm also going to want a list with predicate. List list contains predicate. Because we will be looking at word dictionary list and an item or dictionary name. We'll set that one aside. All right, so we're going to apply our string to the string starts with. Why are you? We'll do it in reverse because I'm an idiot. And we'll set this aside. We're going to make a flip of the list contains predicate. Create and apply with the flip. And I believe this one. We're going to pipe the item into this. And then this is our finished check for the hot. Now we're going to have two sets of stuff with this because we got this one. And we're going to want to make a copy of it. So we got both of them, and then we're going to want a operator negation. Okay. Now, this one goes in here because it's used on the negation. All these others are here as well. The negation variable card we're going to put on the chest because we don't want hot ingots going on the chest, so that's going to go right there. Receive an input with a type of operator at position 0. Is this not done right? (509, 512). Oh, the wrong one was used. (508 and 510). Let's see. 508 is the list. 510 is that. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. This is wrong. Because this needs to be the flip of this. All right. All right. Where's 510? Apply. Pipe flip. right, so that fixes that one. And then so this can go back and this can go back. That might have actually fixed it. See, that's 513. Negation is 513. We'll see if this fixed it by fixing 512. We'll see if that corrected this. And yes, it looks like it corrected it. All right. So that is good. So then if I was to say configure this to do tungsten, it should pull it out of here and put it in the freezer. So let's do that. This should be aqua. So let's take a sample of tungsten. Let's create a new aqua filter. It looks like it's running. And we'll just give this a minute and see if it goes into the ingot, or goes into the freezer, or if it goes into the other chest. And then at that point, I think we're actually good. Once I know it's going in the right chest. Or right area, I should say. Do 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 do. And bam. It didn't go anywhere because I connected this to the wrong port. Because I am a silly guy. All right. All right. And it went into the right port. And we have a tungsten ingot. Looks like that's working to me. All right, so now we just need some conduit because I left all of my conduit in there. And in truth, I don't need this on me. I'm just going to put it in the system. So conduit. Let's grab a stack of conduit. And I'm going to have it leading from here. We will color it black and turn it on. I'm also going to have one right here. Color it black and turn it on. we need to go is right over here. And that should pull the outputs out and stick it in here to be sent. Into here. So right now we are at 619. Let's give it a few and then we'll check the count again. But I think we are good to go as far as this is concerned. So we'll check that here in a little bit. But I think we're good. I think we are good. And we can begin finishing our filters for the other ores. Now, one other thing I do need to add, and I haven't done it yet because that's part of why I need the signal, is I need more cable. Now I do have some right here, but that might not be enough. Actually, it might be just enough. Let's take a look at autoclaves here. So I'm missing a pump. And I don't have any of that. So let's get a pump going. We basically need an autoclave in order to autoclave like quartz and stuff of that nature. And I'm gonna need 9 steel. Liquefied. I'm also going to need HB. Let's see, we're going to need 1 motor, steel cable. What else does this thing need? That's right, I'm doing 2 of them. Steel cable and 4 rubber rings. Pull that out for right now. And that'll make our pumps. That'll take God knows how long, but it'll make the pumps. The other thing I need is what? 4 stainless steel plates. So we'll just do that real fast as well. Slowest recipe in the world. Everyone watching the stream will die of old age before this thing is finished. All right, there we go. Okay, now gotta figure out where to put this. I was thinking of putting it like right here. So we'll plop a lathe block down, plop that down, and then start getting the various things connected. And what I'm gonna do Can I beeline? Oh, I might be able to beeline. But I really don't think I have enough of this. You've got to be kidding me. It was exactly enough. Oi. Alright, and this is always going to be black on extract. Because this is going to send and connect directly to the one over here. That way it sends it to the one that's being imported. I guess the last thing we need to do is we need to decide a color for this and get that put in place. But get some mechanism logistic stuff. And get you connected. Now, before I continue, I put my configurator away. There you are. What color do we want you to be? You'll be just red. And we will run this across, but we may change this as we go, because we do have a lot more items to go through and get programmed in here. And last but not least, we need to bind this and connect it to the Starlight. Now, I could sift my stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But I think for automated sake, and not wanting to do a bunch of sorting of sifted materials and breaking them down and things of that nature, this is what I'm going to do for right now. And look, we have a whole bunch of nether quartz in need of sorting. And that should send it to the autoclave, which will immediately turn it into nether quartz, which pops in here and is immediately imported into the system. So there you have it. We have automated our tungsten processing, and we've automated our other stuff. Now there's one other thing I need to attach to this. What color is this again? Aqua. We need to put our aluminum in there. So let's get that going too. And I want this to go to the one thing as well. All right. So save you for aqua. And you are red. And there we go. So that will take care of all of those and process that. And slowly, but surely, as fast as it can send, it will fill this. All right, so we got our ore system pretty much completely going. I may put a thing to silence this later, but we'll deal with that later, much later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Did it already put the aluminum in here? Oh yeah, it did. Cool. Cool. And that will be a real test, because then we'll know if my filter actually fully works with that. Excellent. All right, so we took care of those. What do we want to do now? I think we'll end the recording here, and then we'll just continue streaming and building some other stuff, because otherwise this will go on forever. So with that, we'll end the YouTube recording here. So everyone on YouTube, we will talk to you later, and you have a wonderful day.